Good afternoon, it's Wednesday and I've had to take drastic action. Look, I've covered up the puzzle as best I can with that silly hat that my daughter bought me, which I was wearing last night to keep my head warm, and the box. It's nearly finished, but I mustn't look at it. I've been doing yet more laundry. I was tidying my bedroom late last night and I came across a mound of bedding that I think Isabel might have used for the sleepover, but I wasn't sure. If in doubt, run it through the wash. So that's what I've done. But anyway, hey, you know, yesterday I was saying that Isabel was waiting to hear about a job and it got quite late in the evening and she was giving up hope, because quite often with jobs, like, she applies for jobs and if you don't hear it means you haven't got it, but they don't tell you exactly when the deadline is for hearing back by. So I hate that. I think they should just say, you know, thank you so much for your application. Unfortunately, you've been unsuccessful this time. Just so you know, like, I think that would be good. This doesn't always seem to be the case. Anyway, she did get a notification quite late yesterday evening while I was editing the vlog, and she texted me very excitedly to say she's got it. She's got it, and then, like, we were so excited, and then the excitement started to die down. I thought, oh, she's not going to be home for Christmas Day. Oh, I'm bereft. No, but it's good. It's good. It's good. It's such a good opportunity for her to get her foot in the door with the industry that she's studying for. So no, it's really, really good news. It's a bit sad. But I was a bit worried about the medical appointment, but it turns out that she's got quite a lot of initial work, and then after that it thins out and it's at the weekends. So she's going to be able to come home from like Monday to Friday or something like that. She's going to be able to come home before Christmas, and the medical appointment just so happens to fall in that time. So she can still do the medical appointment. It's quite important because it's like a formality that's needed for her to continue on the medication, which basically keeps her having a normal life. So it's really important. So I'm glad that's a weight lifted anyway. She can still go to that. So yeah, it's all good. And I said, well, do you want to have an early Christmas while you're here? And she ummed and ahed, and she thought she didn't want to get it over with before the actual event. She'd rather have it afterwards. So I think she's going to come back after. I think she's going to make 2 short trips home, but actually be away for Christmas itself. So anyway, that's the big news. That's big news. It's massive. It's a massive milestone. I'm really pleased, because the other job she had, it wasn't in the industry that she wanted to eventually work in. She just worked in retail before. She had a job up to sort of about Christmas and then January sales, and then after that it was over. So yeah, anyway, oh la la. And if you didn't see yesterday's vlog, I booked a holiday yesterday. I wasn't sure I was going to actually be booking it. I thought maybe it was kind of still in the research phase, but I just pounced, and I was on Google this morning on my phone looking on the little Google Street View, and I'm really happy about the location of the hotel. Really, really excited for that. I've got 3 gigs to do between now and going on that. So yeah, a bit of prep to do for a couple of those, and not so much for the other one because we've already done a lot. So yeah. Anyway, speaking of prep, I'm gonna have to switch the camera off and do a load of admin now. I've got to do it for one of the gigs. I have to. It's just very boring, but I'm gonna have to just get on with it. So I'm going to make myself a nice cup of tea, sit down at my desk upstairs, and I will speak to you when I finish that, really. I need to get it out of the way. It's weighing on me. This is what happens when you work at home. I will do it in a minute. Honest, I'm just going to hang out my laundry. You see, you go to do your tasks, and then your eye catches something that needs doing, and then you just think, well, I'll just do that quickly. Yeah. Something I find slightly frustrating about this era is when you've just got one piece on each flappy outy bit, because if those were folded in, there'd be more space in your room. But the thing is, I've tried lumping it all on one side and folding the other one down, and it gets all lopsided and it falls over, that's why. So yeah, a bit annoying. It's 2:20 in the afternoon, and I've just microwaved myself some of my leftovers from yesterday. I am very hungry for that, but I'm feeling very pleased with myself because I've just done 2 jobs that I've been moving from day to day to day in my diary for about a week, both of them. So really glad to have got those done. I've checked with my boyfriend. After I've had my lunch, I'm going to go and reserve the parking for the airport, so that will all be ticked off the list. I've got a number of holiday prep jobs to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them all today because I do want to practice my flute today. I neglected it yesterday. I booked a holiday and went for a walk instead, so that time was gone. But I'm feeling like, yeah, I definitely need to do some. Anyway, I'm going to eat my lunch first. It's just coming up to 3 now. Enjoyed my lunch. I am going on mission now. Number 1 mission, pay for parking, get that all booked and sorted. Number 2, take some textiles down to the textile recycling. That's these things I don't want to part with, but really, this I've had so long. It's pyjama top, and it's just shrunk so much over the years that's halfway up my arms now, really. It's time to go. This pengy, oh look how scruffy pengy's gone. but I got sent another one, which is now almost as scruffy, to be honest, but I've got other warm tops I can wear now because I bought 2 big fluffy ones recently. Well, not that recently, but I bought them, so I don't need it. It won't leave me short of clothing if I get rid of it, and there's even a rip in the hood. Pengy, I loved you, but it is time for you to be recycled. And these are holy socks or just ruined socks, basically. Yes, they go in. Number 3 things is just take a couple of bits down to charity. Not a lot, few little bits in there from my sort outs. It hardly seems worth taking it down, but it'll get out of the way. This isn't going yet. This is the home ed bag stuff. I've gradually been adding to it in the evenings. The hammer bead stuff has gone in. All the hammer bead boards and whole thing of coloured pencils there. Bits and bobs. Yeah, I haven't finished that. I had a feeling my big whole house declutter just wouldn't really get off to a very good start. It's because I'm too busy, basically. Right, so I better get out of these lovely sandals. Put some proper footwear on and get out. Let's take these down then. Get those out of my life. That's one gone. Just one to go down to the clothes recycling bin. Right, here we go. So we pull it down. And then it's hard to do one-handed. You put it on there and then you just push it up. You've got to put it in bags. Caution danger of harming your hands. Look, so. Oh, don't do that. Look, definitely not, or you'll get recycled or worse. Right, off it goes. Out of my life and my house. I always feel just that little bit lighter when I've just got rid of stuff, even if it's just putting the bin bags out on bin night. Oh, and you'll be pleased to know it's actually not raining, just for a change. It's 10 to 4 and I've just come back in and now my glasses are trying to steam up. Oh, lovely. Anyway, I've booked the parking. Dings, that's another thing ticked off the holiday to-do list. I'm going to try and book the travel insurance shortly. I'm going to have a little sit down and rest. Honestly, I'm ready for a sit down and rest. But I picked something up and probably it'll all be out my price range. Not for this year. I'm thinking, you know, winter 2024 maybe. No idea. Never even contemplated going out of Europe before, but I'm just going to have a little coffee and sit down and a little leaf through that. I've heard from my daughter. I was asking her, are you employed or self-employed? She's apparently, they told her at the outset, self-employed, so we know that, that's the status of that, but she gets free food and drink, which she's very pleased about. Anyway, speaking of drink, I'm going to get a coffee. Wowzers, I'm just looking in the front cover. It's got all the flight times of the different places. Bali, 17 and a quarter hours. I can't imagine being on a plane for that long. I think the longest flight I've ever done is like Tenerife or something like that, so I can't even imagine being like still for so long. I would say I'm just window shopping, really. I can't ever conceive in my mind that I'll ever be able to justify the expense for a holiday this far away. But you never know. Never know, do you? There are definitely ways of doing it cheaper, though. It's just having the nerve to do it, isn't it, when you're unfamiliar with it and how everything works. Ooh. I never sit and look at magazines or anything anymore. This reminds me of the pre-internet days. I'm actually not looking at my phone or my laptop. Thailand. I'm actually surprised it's as low as that, even though that looks like a whopping great big high figure. That's based on 2 sharing, 14 days. So, but normally my budget for a holiday is between 350 and 400 quid. So we've gone slightly over budget, slightly over budget for the one we're about to do, but it includes breakfast every day. So actually it's not bad at all. It's a lot, but it's less than I thought, actually. It looks very fancy. Yikes, it says in Bangkok motorways have 12 lanes. That puts our little single lane tracks here in Wales into perspective, doesn't it? If this temperature guide is anything to go on, it looks like May is the coolest time to go temperature wise, not December at all. How would it go down? Maybe that's wrong. That doesn't seem quite right. Oh, I don't know. I'm not doing very well at moving off this sofa. Honestly, it's 4:30 now. I'm also not doing very well at booking this travel insurance before the office hours end for the day, and now I'm getting distracted by Izzy messaging. She's finished her first day. Everybody's very nice. Apparently she had a lovely hot chocolate because she had free drinks. Yeah, oh, it's great. She's had a good first day. I really better get upstairs though and ring up the travel insurance people. I always get the musician's insurance one. The problem with me sitting down is I don't want to get back up again. That's why I generally don't do it. And also, if I don't practice earlier in the day, by the time it comes to the evening, I have to really make myself. I can't be bothered, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to force myself. Quick as a flash, all sorted, and that is the insurance company that I use. Because I'm a musician and I'm special. No, not really. It's just because playing a musical instrument can count as manual labour, and if you don't declare it properly in your travel insurance and then you have an accident and then the insurer's like, Oh, you were playing your flute. That counts as manual labour. You didn't declare that properly on your health insurance form. We're not going to pay out. So I just do it through them, and then all bases covered then. There's not going to be any quibbles, because it's a grey area, because I might be playing my flute for leisure with friends in a bar, but then an insurer might say, well, that was technically working because that's your profession, even though I'm not getting paid for it. Or even if I am getting paid for it, I don't know. And I tell them about the vlogging as well. But anyway, they had all my stuff on file from before. It only lapsed about a month ago, my annual policy. So they had all my details on file. So it was just a matter of looking me up and just renewing it from the date that we go on holiday. Yeah, right, I really must go do some flute practice now. I'll be all right once I start. I'm ready to stop for the evening now. I'm not do an hour of strenuous activity down in the cellar. Done something to my neck. I've never ever in all my flute playing life, I don't think I've ever done this before, so it just went plang. I don't know, it's like a line of something just twinged and stage twinged, but I don't know, it's kind of wearing off a bit now. I don't know what I did. Anyway, I'm going to get myself some dinner now, but do you know what? I'm not going to film it because it's exactly the same thing as I ate for lunch and exactly the same thing as I ate for dinner the day before. But tomorrow I'll be cooking for my boyfriend, so I'll definitely be having something different. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Could you please give it a like if you happen to like it, subscribe down below to watch more videos from me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!